Thanks for coming with me today. Given all the circumstances right now, I think it's just best to get out of the city for a little bit and come to my parents' house. Thank you for coming with me, by the way, because, you know, I just don't want to be alone. And most people don't. I think that with it being the virus, and then we had basically all of the plagues going on at this point. It's something every single month, and I guess May was killer hornets and racism. So, there you go. I can't handle June. What level of Jumanji are we on at this point? I mean, I don't know. I know you're concerned about what's happening right now, and so am I. I think that all of the violence is what's overshadowing all of the peaceful protests that are happening. In fact, a lot of the people who are causing the violence are just people who like anarchy. And some of these people, they don't really even care about why people are peaceful protesting. I saw somewhere somebody said that there was somebody who came up from the back, threw a Molotov cocktail all the way at the front where the protests were, and so that the people at the front got the brunt force of it, which is horrible. I don't know, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. I completely understand people's hurt and their pain, and everybody has a right to be upset about this. You should be upset about it. I should be upset about it. Everyone should be upset about this. It's not justice. I don't condone the looting or the setting of fires to things. Solving violence with more violence doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't work. However, people are not being heard. We've tried peaceful protests and they don't seem to work. So I completely understand why people are frustrated and want to get violent, unfortunately. But I think that, there's a lot of people who shall go unnamed who are not helping the situation. In fact, I think they're making it worse. Also, a lot of news outlets are not reporting on some of the good things that are happening. There was people that were, a police officer got separated from the rest of his group, and people stepped in and formed a human barricade to protect him. And that wasn't really said on the news, and I wish it was. But I think we need a break from the news. All we've been hearing for, let's see, January, February, March, April, 5 months going on 6 months is all of the bad. We haven't heard really any of the good, which is not good for anyone's mental health. It's not good for you, or me, or anybody. We're all trying our best, but it's not always enough. But anyway, so I know that since you were very stressed about this, we would just sit down and talk a little bit. And yeah, I think so too. I wish the same thing. I wish that people would learn from everything that's going on, and once all this is done, people would have a different outcome and a different thought process. I don't know if things are just gonna go straight back to normal or if things will actually change. I know it's depressing to think that things might just go back to normal and nothing will be done. I don't know. But the rest of us, all of us, the good news is we can control our reactions to things. Now more than ever, we need peace and resolution and conflict resolution. That's what we need the most right now. And to me, it's very clear that your hurt and your pain, people's dignity is being violated. Dignity is something that you are all born with. It's a human thing that you're all born with. Everybody has dignity. Dignity is not the same thing as respect. Respect is earned. Dignity is already there. Your dignity is there. And I think people's dignity is being disrespected. And when you disrespect people's dignity, people get very, very hurt and very angry and very upset, and they can do very irrational things. And that includes people who you don't agree with, the different sides of things. Their hurt and their dignity can really be affected as well. But the good news is we can control our actions, me and you. We have the ability to choose how we react to things. We can choose to react, or we can choose not to react. Now, in this case, there needs to be some sort of reaction. It really does. Things need to start changing. I think our generation, yours and mine, is really... We don't understand why things are done the way they are when there's potentially a better way of doing things. I don't understand why we can't work something out peacefully. The divide right now, some people, they've turned this into a political thing as well, and I'm like, no, this has nothing to do with the politics of it. It's nothing to do with that. It's purely about racism in the United States and police, and that's what it's about. It's not about your political stances right now. Don't make this a gun violence issue. Don't make this a political statement. You know, you can agree that people, maybe somebody's not doing what they should be doing. That doesn't mean it's necessarily a political stance. For me, there's people who should have stepped up and they didn't, but that's not a political stance. I would be saying that about anybody who's not stepping up. That includes Republicans and Democrats. I think that both sides could be doing more than what they're doing right now. So, but that's my opinion. That doesn't mean you need to take that opinion, but I mean, I know how you feel about things, so. But yeah. I think everybody needs a timeout. And just have something good happen. So, we go to the internet to escape, or we go to our pets. You know, recently, I didn't tell you this. I forgot to tell you this. I'm sorry. But I just got plants to help the feng shui of my apartment. Which, I mean, you've seen my apartment, and you kind of know, like, it's kind of dry. Like, nothing matches in my apartment. That's kind of me. It's kind of me, though. Nothing really matches, but it all is sentimental to me. But I became a plant mom. I'm so excited. I got a spider plant, is what it's called. It's not an actual spider. It's just like it just flows out, and it's kind of cool, and it'll get really, really long. I also got a polka dot plant. So my spider plant's name is Spike. My polka dot plant is named Dottie. So those are my positive things that I have done to help myself during sad times. And we're at my parents' house right now because it's peaceful out here. It's calm. 100 acres of wild, cornfields and wilderness area and, pond, flowers everywhere, trees. It's beautiful and peaceful. I mean, we were here when this started, but I hate to go back to the city. None of the protests are going around where we are, but where we're at, but I mean, they're downtown. It's like 10 minutes away. I don't know where downtown. No, I don't. Yeah, I think they said on a news outlet. I mean, it started off peaceful, but then somebody made it not peaceful. It's always one person. It's always one person, but that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah, going outside is something that I would suggest for everybody right now because outside is a different energy when you're in nature. If you're on a walking path or in a national park or not a national park, but state park, I feel like that's really the best thing to do. Get your energy out there to be cleansed, photosynthesize, like the plant that you are if you're me. And you need sunlight because you are a plant and it makes you happy, even though you burn because you're too white. I just go red, I just go red. It's white to red, boom. And I do wear sunscreen, but it doesn't help. And you know that, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the right solution is either. I mean, we all know what the right solution is, but it's not going to settle the unrest. This is years of racism and just flat out ignorance and ignoring people that it's all coming back. And it keeps coming back, and every time it gets worse. I mean, that's the way I feel. Everyone deserves justice in this case. That guy should definitely have been arrested and definitely should be charged. But the rest of them that were holding him down as well definitely should have as well. That's my personal opinion. But that is what I believe would be the right decision. Is everybody in that case should have been arrested because they all were watching it happen. If you were a witness and you were participating, but you weren't doing the act, you're still guilty. So, again, that's my opinion. you know. I just can't sleep. Yeah, I know. It's dark and quiet and it's cool down here. I just don't sleep. Well, lately I've been getting like 3 hours of sleep. Most nights. Which is rough. But, oh yeah, do you like it? I know. It's my sassy bun is what it's called. I use it for many occasions. Yeah, I know. I need to shave my eyebrow again, don't I? Yeah. No, no, I don't have the money to do that right now. We'll all rise up, and that's what's happening right now, I think, is rising up. We're gonna rise up in spite of the age, in spite of differences. I think this is something that most people would agree was messed up, and I know people are trying to spin the story right now of, well, he had underlying health conditions that ultimately led to this, and I'm like, well, so, but does that warrant the response that the police did? No, because if they wouldn't have done that, he might not have died. Even if it was due to some health issues, but it was ultimately because of the stress that was being put on him. That's probably why he died. Like, you know what I'm trying to say here. Like, it's still the police's fault. And I think another thing that it was the Miami Police Department. They all took a knee earlier today or yesterday or something. And there were some police officers who were taking a knee with peaceful protesters as well because they knew, I mean, many of these people who are at the barricades, police officers who are trying to keep people in check, a lot of them, they don't have a choice. If they disagree with what happened, they don't have a choice. It's their job. They're doing what they're told to do. A lot of them feel very strongly about the racism issue too. A lot of them don't agree with what happened. But unfortunately, they have to work and they have to do their job if they want to have money of any kind coming in. And I think that's something that people are also forgetting. Not all cops are bad cops. But one bad cop can make 1,000 bad cops look horrible. 4 bad cops can make 1,000,000 cops look horrible. So, for the rest of everybody else, not all cops are horrible people. It's kind of like when you have a really bad math teacher, right? In school. And you end up hating math because of that one teacher. But you might have 20 other good teachers out there, and you've seen them and you know they're good. But that one bad math teacher just sticks in your mind. Yeah. Oh, yeah, adjust yourself, for real. I know. But I think that's what it's like a lot. There's a lot of good in this world, but unfortunately it gets very buried during crisis times. Wish it didn't. But right now, all we can do is focus on our own energy, and you know that. About what energy we're putting out into the world. We're putting out that positive energy, that positive, loving, pink aura. energy, and we really focus on ourselves and our hopes and dreams for the future, even though that really seems hard to do right now. I think it's a good place to start focusing on ourselves, not other people. Thanks. No, just thank you for being there for me, Last few months were not great for me. Yeah, with the bad relationship and things like that. But I've been doing fine. I've been doing better though this week. I feel relieved to know I have you and to know that I'm actually okay, Yeah, that part's gonna be the weird part. Yeah, going back and having to get rid of all that stuff. It's not a lot, but it's enough. There's some stuff I'm keeping because, you know, like it's a free PS, free PlayStation. Probably gonna keep it. And I'm gonna erase all the save files. No, no, I can't do that. No, that's too mean. I can't. So if they ever ask for it back, like, I don't want to. I know I'm too nice. I know. Like, it's probably, they're probably not gonna ask for it back, but like, what if they do? Okay, yeah, no, you have a point. I'll deal with it later. I don't have to deal with it now. Yeah, well, maybe you can come and help me with that then. I don't know. Bigger and better things. No, I'm convinced. Okay, it's gonna sound weird, but I'm like convinced that I'm supposed to like meet somebody my sophomore year of college, which I'm currently in. Just became a sophomore. Thank you. I was supposed to meet them like in the summer or the fall, somewhere in there. So, looking forward to it. Now, this last relationship was 100% just a filler. I already knew it when I first started dating, but I was like, well, maybe it's just my subconscious, that's like, it's just my insecurity, my worry, because you know, what happened previously with those. Yeah, we don't need to get now. Too long of a story. One I don't really care to tell. Now I know. Yeah. Now she has never fixed that clock. I know. Well, I don't know if it's maybe I don't know. Maybe it just stopped working. I don't know. It's been in here for a while. I know. I don't know. No, this room has been. This isn't even. Yeah, this was my sister's room. Yeah, it's been quite heavily redone. It was like orange walls in here. Now it's like this pretty blue, dusty blue, I guess is what you would say. I don't know. I like it. It's pretty. Yeah. But how are you doing though? Like, how are you doing? Not just asking you like, oh, how you doing? Great, fine. Oh, you? Oh, fantastic. No. When I ask people, how are you doing? I'm hoping I'll get a genuine answer. I don't really get why we do that. Like, Americans really tend to ask, like, how are you doing? And they're always just like, good, you? Good, okay. It's a weird etiquette thing. See, if you're from the Midwest, like we are, like, we just, like, my entire family's, oh, excuse me, and if you, like, try to leave, you spend, like, 20 minutes talking on the porch when you're trying to leave. It's insane. Very active listeners. Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. I don't even know where I'm going. Where was I going? Yeah, see, I already lost it. I know. I don't know. I was talking about the room. I don't know. That happens too often with you. I just like a ramble. I'm sorry. Oh, how are you doing? Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Agreed. Mm-hmm. I feel that on a deep personal level. Can relate. Yeah. It's anxiety in the house. Am I right? Up top. Yeah. Up top. Oh yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna. Are you tired? Yeah. No, I'm getting a little tired too. So we should probably go to sleep. I don't know. My parents are. I think we're going to some sort of park tomorrow to walk. I don't. Well, I'll talk to them in the morning, like when they wake up, and I'll come back down and go to sleep. That way we can just figure out what we're doing. You want to go with them? We can. I don't really know. Yeah. All right. Well, you should lay down. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Okay. See you in a while.